Come on now, dog.
That's fucked up.
Come on,
what
man.
Are you doing?
Authorities are reporting that the body of a full-term newborn baby has been found inside of a porta potty or porta john at the Electric Forest Music Festival in Rothbury, Michigan, and all of this is like currently ongoing. Authorities received a 911 call. They say that a worker for the porta john company was performing routine maintenance on these porta johns that are located in the camping area of the event when they discovered this, what appears to be a full-term baby. And they say that it appears that the baby was actually delivered in this porta john because the umbilical cord is attached, the placenta is attached. Now, authorities have said that they're not sure if the baby was stillborn or if it passed away after birth, but of course, an autopsy will be completed to determine its exact cause of death and then to find the mother of this baby, right? So for those of you who are unfamiliar, this Electric Forest event is a music festival that's held annually in Rothbury, Michigan, which to my understanding is located around 60-ish miles north of Grand Rapids. It looks like it's a pretty huge event. It started on Thursday, and today, June the 28th, is the final day for that event.
Here we go, America. AI data centers are now going to be charging us a monthly AI data center fee, ranging between $8 and $20 per month. And in higher populated data center locations throughout the country, your local monthly fee could tack on another $200 to $300 per month. They're using this as a source to quite literally cripple every American household. So what their plans are is moving forward, they're going to, anytime you use AI of any sort on social media, for work, doesn't matter what, they're going to track all of that. And then at the end of the month, they're going to tally up how much data you actually used from them, therefore charging you X amount of dollars and sending you a monthly bill. This is going to be the way of the future. New news. Donald Trump spoke on this yesterday at the White House. Data centers over the next couple of years are going to be transitioning into 100% data and surveillance centers. So they're going to be completely 100% solely, obviously, your data centers and 100% surveillance centers.
Hey, what's up, millennials? I have a new idea. I say we make these new Amish towns, but instead of 18th century customs, everything is from the 90s forever. Blockbusters, Pizza Huts, no social media, except AOL Instant Messenger. We can totally use that. Who's down? Let me know.
Now, breaking news in Manhattan at the Empire State, where it appears two people have climbed to the top of the spire with a banner. Jim Smith and Chopper 2 over the scene right now. And Jim, what can you tell us?
Cindy, we have just arrived, as you mentioned, the very top of the spire, the antenna on the top of the entire Empire State Building. Two people have climbed up to the top. They do have some kind of banner. We've been unable to read the exact words that are written on that banner. This is typically an area that is highly restricted at the Empire State Building. We are waiting to see what type of response this will bring.
This is mad, right? And as they got to the location, he's like, I'm buried in there, right? And guess who walks out as he's saying that? His neighbour that killed him in the previous life. And he's like, and he killed me. And apparently the neighbour went, why? Legged it back into the gaff. And he was like, yeah, and I'm buried there. And judging by the neighbour's reaction, the parents and the doctor, Eli Lash, was like, why is he so panicked? So they called the police, right? This is where it gets mad. To dig up where he's saying his body is. And there's a body there, right? And then later on that evening in questioning, the neighbour admits to killing the man years ago that this little boy claimed to be.
None of this is random, and you know that. There's certainly been an aggressive amount of uncharacteristically massive earthquakes, all happening around the entire world at the exact same time, hasn't there? Almost like, I don't know, something is activating, something is waking up, something might potentially be making its way to the surface after 70 years of a treaty, perhaps. Now, I'm not saying I believe in Hollow Earth one way or the other, but I don't believe in coincidences. And for me to say something is ironic doesn't sit well because, well, I don't believe in irony. But isn't it ironic that a week prior to all these earthquakes happening all over the world, at the same time, mind you, that all the pyramids around the entire world emitted a similar frequency, an electric pulse, if you will, and activated all at the same time? Coincidence? Conspiracy? Now, collectively, I think the majority of us know exactly what's happening. And the rest of the world will wake up to it soon. But I want to have this conversation because none of this is random. And you know that.
An earthquake. There's an earthquake. Earthquake.
Oh my gosh! I'm on the end of the I can't find it.
This is a brand new video we just got from the earthquake in Venezuela. Watch the intensity of what just took place in this clip. Now, watch this again and pay attention to the building, the people, and the vehicles in the street.
You have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. But you have to have a discipline. Sometimes you have to sacrifice loved ones in order to be great because they don't understand. You have to sacrifice loved ones.
So we have LeBron openly admitting to sacrificing loved ones in order to be great. He is telling you the truth in plain sight because he is part of the club. When will people wake up and realize this? That all of these athletes, all of these celebrities, and the list goes on, they are all controlled puppets pushing the same stuff over and over again. So it's by no accident that LeBron mentioned sacrificing loved ones in order to be great. He's not lying because this is what these people do.
Have you guys seen that video of that babysitter who fell asleep on the job? She fell asleep on the couch, knocked the fuck out. The mom is watching through the camera, right? Living room, you see the babysitter knocked out on the couch. You can hear the baby screaming and crying off screen, right? The mother is yelling through the camera like, hey, wake up, what's wrong? Why aren't you awake? Babysitter's not even moving, right? So the mom tries to trigger the alarm for the house to have more noise. Babysitter still doesn't wake up, and you can still hear the baby crying and screaming in the background. And then the baby falls down the steps, literally rolls down a flight of steps, and you can hear the mother scream, oh my God, my baby just fell down the steps. The babysitter is still knocked the fuck out. She's not even moving. She doesn't flinch, right? So now the mom called the cops. The cops knock on the door, and that wakes the babysitter up. Babysitter wakes up and has the nerve to be nonchalant about it. The cops are like, the homeowner tried calling you, didn't answer. The babysitter looks at the phone. She's like, oh yeah, she texted me 3 minutes ago. When I tell you, she needs her ass beat. I'm sorry, I fear that's the only solution. Because not only did she let all that happen, she then had the nerve to ask for payment. Full payment after. She needs her ass beat. And charges pressed against her. But she, full force of the law. Lock that bitch up for 20 years. Because in what world...
just want to let y'all know I found a new job, so I will not be working here anymore. Sorry I seem a little shaky. This is like the happiest I've ever been sitting in this office. But yeah, I won't be working here anymore.
So you're not going to give us a 2-week notice? Like, for real?
Would you give me a 2-week notice if you were firing me? Like, would you do that? Would you be like, hey, Mike, you better find a job in 2 weeks because we're going to let you go? You wouldn't do that, would you?
Well, whatever, your choice. But when corporate gets wind of this, they are not going to be happy.
The fuck they going to do, fire me? They going to come down here and give me a spanking? Well,
If you weren't worried about data centers and the pricing of parts and computing, maybe you should be now. This Samsung hard drive was like $65 last year. $519 for a 1 terabyte. Pardon me, they were about $89. But $519. $500 for a terabyte drive that cost $89 a year ago. Data centers are buying all the RAM and all the hard drives. It's absolutely insane. I'm like gonna go open a taco truck or something.
I don't know who needs to see this, but please take a look at what I just discovered. We had this maybe for about 5 years now, but take a look at where the product is from and also where it's distributed. Look at those numbers, 60606. And even crazier, look how many servings are in here. Like, and this was 5 years ago. So now we're buying the pink version of it. We've had this for about 2 years, but now it's from a different place. But it's still distributed in the same place in Chicago with the same amount of servings. So like, where is it really a product of? Like, I mean, obviously I'm gonna be getting some different salt right now, but I just want you guys to be aware that it's all right in front of our face. Like, they think we're dumb. I mean, we probably are, but just pay attention to what you guys are getting and where it's really coming from. Like, do a little bit more research, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm just walking out of the hospital. Look, there's 2 moons in the sky. So there's this one, that's the moon. But what's that? What is that? Internet, please tell me what that is.
This is insane. 1978. 1978 for this bad boy. Still ripping. Original to the home. 56 degrees coming out of this. They don't make them like they used to. 48 years and still going.
June 29th, CERN shut down its main, whatever you call it, hydraulic thing. The free atoms, particles, quantum physics, all the things, right? Which yesterday was also a full moon, also Mercury in retrograde. All this is like crazy. But here's the thing that I've been seeing thousands of people comment, that we all feel pretty good. We're all feeling pretty good. Like, our energy is like wickedly high. I haven't felt this good the last 24, 36 hours. I haven't felt this good in years. Like, I've been singing, I've been dancing, I've just been silly, being weird. The other thing though is that people are saying some kind of weird things. Like, they keep seeing little things out the corner of their eye, of their peripheral, and that actually happened to me tonight, like 4 times. And I just thought, okay, I'm getting old, I'm getting tired, what am I seeing? And then you look and it's gone. Has that happened to you? Last, I've been seeing this, and I actually witnessed this myself today. There is weird frequency noises outside. Now, I thought this was just me, my neighborhood. Maybe there was like somebody doing something weird, but no. I left my neighborhood, drove 20 miles to the next town over to do some work, and the noise was slightly different, but still there. Are you guys having these weird things happen? Or is it just, the other thousands of us on here that are all just freaking weirdos?
Bruh, I know we ain't fucking serious right now. Get the fuck out and push that motherfucking kid in, bro. Hold up, give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second. He can't even do it. He can't even do it.
Oh shoot, y'all. Punctured a battery that was like 80% full. Oh snap.
Hey, so they're gonna keep putting up the data centers. They're gonna keep doing that shit. They're gonna keep doing it unless there's some sort of resistance. I'm not saying it has to be a specific type, but they're gonna keep fucking doing it. It doesn't matter if you go to the town hall and scream. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't care about the rules. They don't care about the people, and they don't care about the rules. So why should we? Why did all of us suddenly forget that part of our Constitution, laid out from the moment we're born, is our right to form a militia when the government becomes tyrannical? At what point, what threshold do we need to cross in order for the majority of the people to understand that we are under a fascist regime? We are on a leash. We don't have health care. No free health care. No, can't buy houses, can't buy land, can't do fucking nothing. So you know what? It's time to fight back.
I don't care what anybody says. This is the coolest thing to happen all year, and honestly, free them. In case you haven't seen the news today, 2 people climbed to the very top of the Empire State Building, and then once they got down here, the man proposed. All of the news stations were live airing this, confused as to what was going on, initially calling them protesters, because before the proposal, they climbed to the top of the Needle and hung this banner. The banner read, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace." After hanging the banner and then coming down to this platform is when the proposal happened, and then shortly after, they were arrested. The couple is actually known for their daredevil climbs and were featured in a 2024 Netflix special called Skywalker: A Love Story. The woman was identified as 33-year-old Angela Nicolau, I believe, and 32-year-old Ivan Burkus. So while the climb was ongoing, they were actually posting to their social media profiles, and after the proposal, Angela posted this. So all I'm saying is free them, and regardless, this is one amazing engagement story.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.